Need some coins or MT for that God Squad you've always wanted? For the fastest and cheapest coins anywhere, make sure to check out MMOEXP.com and use code ZERK for 5% off your order. Link is in the description.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
Today, guys, I want to go over this Team Diamond set glitch that actually was going on last night, which is currently right now, as of the time that I'm recording this video. And I also want to go over my Legend and AK player predictions with you guys, as we kind of have like these blurred up images, but people have been doing some research. I do want to give a shout out to Rob Perkins for being a part of the Nota Gang. If you guys want a chance to be shout out in the next video, drop a like in the vid. Make sure you guys are subbed to the channel. Turn the notification bell on and comment down below. Nota Gang. Also, guys, we had $105 in W's with Thursday Night Football. So shout out to you guys. They did go ahead and copy my picks. This one here was actually on the halftime picks, which if you guys didn't know, they do now have halftime picks on Underdog Fantasy, which you guys can use code ZERK to match first deposit up to $100. And I will be tweeting out my NBA picks later this afternoon, so be on the lookout for those. But also, don't forget, guys, there is this new 100 times booster special. All you guys got to do is enter into the Week 7 Battle Royale draft. It is a $5 draft with $250,000 in prizes. You guys see the prize pool right here. And this is what your team may end up looking like. This is what my team looked like. Takes like 5 minutes to do. I do these drafts literally every single week anyway, so it's just kind of a bonus for me. I would recommend you guys take a look at that if you want to get the 100 times multiplier booster, which is going to be available next week for those guys that enter in the Week 7 draft. All right, so let me showcase for you guys this glitch that is going on with Team Diamond sets. Now, I'll let you guys know I'm recording this part of the video the night before. This is going to be patched, I'm sure, very, very soon, and also number two, I wouldn't recommend you do this, okay? Because odds are you might get banned for doing this, so just don't do it. Like, don't finish the set. I'm only doing this to showcase for you guys exactly what is going on. But people are completing sets right now by doing this, and obviously so it's allowing them to do sets for a lot cheaper, right? Now, as you guys can see right here, we do have Isaiah Simmons 87 overall. So I think what you need is you need to actually have like the player already, like Isaiah Simmons. So you will have to go and buy, at least I think that's how it works, right? If you have Isaiah Simmons here, you'll see this will pop up. So you have to type in like a character pretty much that is not in that player's name, and it'll bring up just every single card you have. Now, by doing that, you can then go ahead and add in pretty much any card. I see people add in like gold cards, whatever, but let's add in Zeke. Okay, let's see if it works. I actually tried to do this over on the Cowboys set and it kicked me out the game. And yeah, you see that? Instead of me adding in 87 overall Isaiah Simmons, it allowed me to add in Zeke to finish the set. So yes, obviously that is a big, big issue. As I said, I'm recording this the night before. It's probably already patched. This is going to be something that EA is going to hop on and probably fix very quickly. If somehow, some way, this is not patched, then I still would not do this. And if we just take a look at the auction house real quick at Team Diamonds, I'm curious to see if prices are down like a lot on these because people are doing them for a lot cheaper right now. And it doesn't really look like the market is changing all too much right now. I don't really see anything that necessarily looks off. Maybe there are more people doing the sets. So let's see if there's more Dan Marinos up as the time of recording. I did it again. I keep calling him Dan Marino because my brain just sees Team Diamonds and thinks of Dan Marino from last year. John Elway, 8.5 million, so still only 2 of them up. Maybe not as many people doing this as you would maybe think or even know about this glitch, but it's probably patched by now. Also, a little update here on this because, as I said, this might be patched by the time you guys are watching this video. Yeah, it took them about an hour from the time that I recorded that last clip for this to happen. Every single set got pulled out of the game. No John Elway, no anybody else. Everything is completely out of the game right now. Now, I would imagine these will be back in the morning, probably about the time you guys are watching this video, but it's pretty funny to know that there's this glitch going on, right, where people are able to go ahead and get a bunch of coins and do stuff for cheaper anyways, and they hop on it like that, right? But there are a lot of other issues taking them a lot longer, and I'll be completely fair to EA in saying it takes a lot more to pull something out of the game than it does to actually fix something, which is why it's taking so long for them to actually fix the sets. But you see how quickly they change up their priorities when it comes to stuff like this. All right, guys, so now let's get into the Legends and the AKA player predictions. Now, I do want to say, of course, Legends, they do get revealed on Friday nights, so tonight they will be revealing Legends. As for AKA, they don't get revealed until Sunday, so we won't know exactly what those players are. Now, a couple other things I want to say. Number one, apparently on the EA stream, TJ kind of messed up. And, you know, they do giveaways on the EA stream in the morning. And I guess he said that he was trying to give away an Ed Reed on accident. So I think I know which one of these looks like it potentially could be Ed Reed, and I think it is possible. And I also heard that these players, guys, according to, again, just whatever Twitter's saying here, is that they said on stream, because I didn't catch it this morning, that they all have records. So apparently all of these Legends coming this weekend hold some records, and I think I know two of them. In my opinion, hopefully that we'll see. But let's start off here on the far left. Now, I want to give a huge shout out to McCullough, because McCullough actually did some research and tried to find like some pictures that potentially could be these, and one looks pretty good. So again, huge shout out to McCullough, because he was the one who actually tweeted this at me. But you guys can see this picture here, right? Take a look at this one. Does that look similar? Shannon Sharpe right there? Does that look similar? To me, I think it kind of does. I definitely think that I see it here. So I believe this one on the far left is Shannon Sharpe. Now, as for the far right, as you guys can see, take a good look at that right. Okay, you guys can see, looks like a white jersey. You can see like the head, a little bit of the hair, whatever. Take a close look. Boom. Emmitt Smith. I think if they're doing players that hold records, this one obviously makes a lot of sense to give Emmitt Smith a card. Shout out to Patelli, I believe it was. Patelli right here, right? Yeah, Patelli right here, who was the one who tweeted this at me. I think this very well could be Emmitt Smith. And obviously, if he did mention Ed Reed on accident, well, I think that would be the third player in this picture, of course, on that right side, because that definitely looks like Ravens to me. Now, I'll be honest, the second player here, I don't know. Now, as you can see, there are 4 Legends this week, which usually there's one set offense, one set defense, and an LTD. I don't know how they're going to go around this, because if this is the case, right, and if I think the left is Shannon Sharpe, and I think the right is Emmitt, and then I think one is Ed Reed, well, that would leave the one on the left side as well to be a defensive player. So what defensive player could that be that is probably a D lineman? I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really know. This is the one that I really just have not been able to debunk it all, because it's kind of hard to really make out exactly, you know, who was in that picture, but I'm going to leave that one to you guys. But now getting into the AKA, you guys can see these two players right here. Now, honestly, looking at these two pictures, I'm not seeing too much. However, there is something that I do want to point out, okay? I've heard kind of like 2 conspiracy theories as to who these cards could be. And again, both conspiracy theories actually are quarterbacks for one of these cards, okay? Now, if you look at them, if you look at the card on the left and you look kind of towards the top, it's very hard to make out, but when you see it, you see it. You almost kind of see like a sheriff hat, right? And if you look towards the middle of it, maybe it's going too far. Maybe EA's not doing this, but it almost looks like this is the sheriff, right? Potentially, like maybe this is Peyton Manning on that left side. But I've also seen people say they see a Superman type thing like Cam Newton. So which one is it? Because EA recently has gone kind of animated with the card arts. You know, Megatron was just insane. That card art is so sick. So I wouldn't put it past EA to either, you know, make Peyton Manning as a sheriff riding a horse, or Cam Newton just like as the Superman colors. Like, that's a very, very big potential. And as for the right side, do you guys really see much on that right side? I've also seen people say that the left here could be Brian Dawkins. I don't know if I'm colorblind or something, but I'll be honest, with these AKA ones, I'm really not making out all that much here. So I could be completely off with these AKA predictions, but hopefully it is Brian Dawkins. Would be really cool, but hopefully one of these is Cam Newton, because Cam Newton would be so awesome. Cam Superman Newton, of course. I think that'd be such a fun card to use in the game right now if given he has a solid release. So guys, those are my AKA predictions and also my legend predictions. As I said, we will see the legends tonight, AKA we won't see those until Sunday, which we also have the new season pass of the competitive anyways, new competitive pass coming out this coming Monday, so we also will see who that new player is. If you guys enjoyed this video, check out these.